what we'll be doing is making a coil pot using some of the different types of coils. But when you start, you want to start with your base. And I'm just going to take a ball of clay and I'm going to do what I call CPR. Helps to stand when you do this, but I'm going to sit so you can see me. And I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. And then I'm going to use the rolling pin to help me roll it out. And you just flip and turn and roll some more. Flip, roll. If it's too thin, your bottom's going to crack or it's not going to hold up the weight of the clay. So you want it to be about 1/2 inch thick. And then at your table you'll have these little templates, little circle templates for the bottom. And you're just going to put it on top and cut using one of the clay tools in your box. Now make sure you roll on the mat because it will get stuck to the table. I like to fold the mat into fours so I still have room to make my coils on the table. And then I'm just going to remove my extra, and there's my base. So I'm going to sit that right here. Then you're going to take more clay and start rolling your coils. And every coil is going to start as a long coil. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll it out a little bit. And then I use the table. It'll kind of get stuck in the mat, so that's why I move this over here. And then I'm going to start rolling. And you want your coils to be about 1/2 inch thick to be able to build your coil pot 5 inches tall. If it's really thin, it's going to start to go out like this, like a bowl. Or it's going to flop and it's going to crack, it's going to fall apart. So it has to be pretty thick. So as I'm rolling, I just spread my fingers out a little bit, and then I'm going to look for places that might be a little bit thicker. And I'm going to thin those out a little bit. When you attach, make sure you score and slip. Slip is this stuff in the little containers at your table. You're going to use a scoring tool, which is this little stick, and you're going to use a brush to apply the slip. So all I'm going to do is just scratch or score around. And I'm going to add some slip. And then I'm going to wrap my coil. And cut it where it fits together. Make sure you smooth the ends together. So in this case, I have just enough to do my next layer. So I'm going to scratch and slip and stack, as I call it. Cut and smooth it together. So after the first couple of long coils, you can start to think of more creative coils that you'd like to make. Right here I've used the spirals. Right here I've used spheres to fill in any little gaps where there was holes. This is a fold, so it's kind of just like a wavy line that's crushed together. And in between your more creative coils, you want to add a long coil just to help even everything out and smooth it all together and help it be more stable. Okay.